Hey everyone, this is Bobby with Cast Flashers. Today we're going to be playing Binding of Isaac. Let's just check out the intro here.
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved. I will do my best to save him, my lord, Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again, the voice called to her. Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins. I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee, Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you. Yes, Lord, anything, Isaac's mother begged. To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son, Isaac, will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else. Yes, Lord, she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement, hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
Okay, well, I'm super glad I just did that because it turns out I had the wrong settings set up on OBS, so it was mostly a black screen. But everything should be working smoothly now. I think YouTube streaming is working. We'll see how that goes. But other than that, I guess let's start. So I haven't really played too much of this game. I've been playing a little bit on the Vita. I'd actually tried to record a playthrough of this, I want to say not this past weekend, but a few days before that. However, it didn't really go that well, so you can see my win streak is at -11. Basically, the video corrupted. I haven't really unlocked anyone yet, and let's get started, I guess. So, if you don't know Binding of Isaac, basically it's a roguelike with a dungeon layout similar to the original Legend of Zelda. I'm currently using an Xbox controller, so I move with the left control stick. Tiers can go up, down, left, right, as you can see here, and I use the right control stick, usually the camera stick for that. There is a bomb, which I believe is left trigger, but I'm not going to test it. An item, which is right trigger. So yeah, let's get started. So, being a roguelike, the playthrough is going to be different every time. Actually, this game is a remake of the original Binding of Isaac, and one of the features they added is you can see your seed. So right now you can see I have 38JN7HYB. And so if you wanted to, you could try and do the same run through over and over and over. There are also some custom seeds I might try in a bit. But other than that, this is going to be... I've been playing on my Vita, like I said, but I haven't beaten the game yet. And I've been playing on hard mode because I don't want to start on normal, but I'm getting kind of bummed out because my coworker got the game. He'd never played Binding Isaac before in his life. He's already talking about how he's beaten Mom 2 or 3 times. I haven't gotten there yet. I'm sure I'm at, like, probably a decent number of failures on my Vita, but let's see how this goes. Maybe I'll be able to get somewhere. On the first stream, I was actually able, well, first recording that didn't, I was able to get to right before the last floor, and then I realized I was playing on normal mode, so I kind of want to stay away from that. It's pretty easy with this control stick because of how sensitive it is to actually switch the difficulties when I'm at character select, so I'm going to try and avoid going there. But you can tell you're on hard mode when you have a little pentagram. You can see it's to the left underneath where my keys would, underneath where it's counting my keys. So that's usually a quick indication if you accidentally disabled the hard mode difficulty. And we're at the boss room already. No, I was doing so well. But so I'm going to go ahead and probably explore a little bit more because I want to see what we might have to see. Anyway, I'm going to see if there's anything else to get in this floor. I'm not especially good at this game, as you can probably already tell, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a good run out of this, or a good few runs, because I'm going to be playing this for a little while, but I'm hoping I can get further than I have. That would be really awesome if I could get like through it this time, but we'll see. So in case you haven't been noticing, a lot of the enemies are kind of disgusting, and the game does a lot of religious overtones, Binding of Isaac being a Bible tale itself, and actually the little intro that you heard but likely did not see is a pretty good breakdown of exactly what's going on in the original Bible story, where you had, I believe, Abraham. I have a few friends who are gonna like give me shit because I'm not gonna get this right, but I believe Abraham was told by God to sacrifice his son Isaac, and just when he was about to do it, angel stopped him. Now, obviously, in this case, we're probably not going to see some divine intervention here for that, but I think the game actually has multiple endings, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, a treasure room. See, this is part of the reason why you want to explore, because there's a lot of time there's some good stuff, like the golden doors always indicate a treasure room, and most of this is just from my limited time playing, so if I say anything wrong, then that would be why. But I do know that I don't think there's been a single time where I've gone into one of those gold doors where they haven't had a treasure in it. And we got Cupid's arrow, which has piercing shots. Oh, cool. So we'll see how that works on enemies in a second, hopefully. Or not. Okay, so here's an empty room. I don't know what the, in the top right you can see it's got like black and white layers on it. I don't know what that really indicates. I wish I did. I've been watching some of these Let's Plays and people are like really knowledgeable. No. And I believe on every floor there's actually secret rooms so you can try and like bomb. Left bumper, not left trigger, my mistake. And from what I've seen, you can usually tell that because there's a space in between, and I believe that if I were to bomb this wall or this wall, you would actually get through as well. So like fans of Legend of Zelda will notice that there's a lot of things in common this has with the first layout of the game, just layout wise. Even like the UI, the little hearts look similar, but which is kind of cool. I'm a big Legend of Zelda fan. And we're gonna fight the Duke of Flies. Now, I'm not entirely sure how it works. I do know that, oh, it looks like it pierces. Oh, this power-up is perfect for Duke of Flies then. His big thing is he summons a bunch of flies, as you can see, and normally my bullets would stop on the flies, so they'd be a really good shield for him. So he usually is, he's not a super difficult boss, but he does take a little bit more time because he has that fly shield. But with these piercing tears, I'm able to get right through it. And at the end of every boss, there's usually an item. Blue cap, HP plus tears, and shot speed up. So I have another heart up there, and you'll notice that it increases the heart containers. You don't get that with every boss like you would in some other games, but it depends on the item you get. And I believe I heard that in the original vanilla, normally there were a lot of hard up items, and now they're trying to focus on doing cool items that give you like other bonuses. Oh, and little heart. And you can think of the little poops more like pots. I know that there are pots. I should have killed those fires. I know that there are pots that you see throughout the game, like right here. But you'll notice that my tears don't really break it. You can blow them up. There are other items you can get that will cause them to break, but they're not really easy to break, let's say. Okay, going through. And you build a little mini-map, and there are things that can be done to, like I know that there's one of the items that they introduce is pills. They'll show up in the bottom right, and those will actually they have random effects. I believe as you use them, the game will actually remember which ones you've used, so you'll know the name of them. But otherwise, when you first get them, they're just question marks, and there we go. Oh, 2 keys out of that room. That's nice. Shoot, I should go back and get that golden room. But there's a lot of things I should be doing. I guess I'm just not listening. Okay, clear this. What was I saying? I have no idea. This is good. This is super good. I have no idea what I was talking about. Cool. Grab these things. I'm not certain if putting out these flames really does anything, but if it does, I would like to find out. So I'm just gonna kind of put them all out. Golden room. Whoop. And Anarchist cookbook. Okay. So I can use that. That's an item. Oh, I was talking about pills. Pills will show up in the bottom right, and one of the pills you can get is an amnesia pill. It'll actually forget your minimap for the floor you're on, which is super fun. I've never really noticed it to be too bad of a detriment because monsters don't, at least in the mode I'm playing, and I don't know if there's a way to change this, but monsters don't respawn when you leave the room. So yeah, you have to retrace your steps, but the big threat of the room is gone. Now let's see what my Anarchist... Oh, that's the bomb. Oops. Anarchist cookbook would be right bumper in this case. Or not. Left trigger. Okay, so I was way off. Oh, it summons troll bombs. That was pretty useful, but I don't think that I can really control where they land, so you can see why that wouldn't necessarily be useful. I'm going to go through the rest of this room. I got a bomb back, but I'm not going to waste it because I'm not really sure on the rule. Screw it. I'm going to try it. If I ever remember the bomb button. Nope. See, it was a waste. I'm sure there's some rule on how these like these random rooms work. I could not tell you what they are. Oh, I have little blue flies. They will attack enemies for me. Should have mentioned that. And I think actually killing... never mind. I thought that you got them by killing these blue enemies. Ow. Come on. Okay. Well, certain enemies will drop them. I think there are some items that will give them to you. Cool. Ooh, little poopies. So these are actually based off of a boss that we might see later on. Well, we probably... I should hope we will see him. But, and he'll have that same slide attack. He can summon these little poops. The game is very kind of gross. It's not... I wouldn't say it's... I don't think if you're squeamish you should really worry about it because it's cartoon violence, but oh, a shop. Gonna buy a bomb. I don't know what this red means, but I'll buy it. 1 + 1. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that is, but I just got it. And I'm actually gonna donate the rest of my coins. I don't know if this is necessarily a good idea. From what I've seen, I think I got to like 20 coins donated and it said the store upgraded. I'm not entirely clear on what that does. But... fuck, I need another key. Oh well, I wasted a key. I guess that door needed 2 keys. I should have realized that because there were 2 chains, but whatever. This is a learning experience. Okay, let's see. Now, every floor has different bosses. I think that depending on the floor you're on, there's actually a different group of bosses that it could be. I love fighting Monster. I think... I don't know, people could probably disagree with me on this. I think he's one of the easiest bosses. All of the bosses come down to learning a pattern, but his pattern is pretty simple. He'll jump around, or he'll vomit at you. It's pretty easy to dodge. I'm gonna try and use the Anarchist cookbook, see if that gets me anything. Not really, no, that was super not helpful. So I guess that's why they call it the Anarchist cookbook, because you don't really have any control over it. And this should be done. Woo! Okay, what's this get me? HP up! Sure, now, see, as soon as I said not every level will give you HP up, I've been getting it every time, but whatever. Okay, next floor, let's see where it is. And I think each floor is even randomized, I'm not really certain on how that works either. Oh man, I hate it when my friends poop on me. That is the worst. So we're in caves, okay. I would like that. I don't think I'm gonna get that. That too. Though the golden chest you can't use if you don't have a key, so. Man, this floor is freaking great, like. Okay, there we oh, these guys are annoying. Not the little worm guys are kind of annoying. I hate the guys on the wall. Because that. I was doing pretty well too. Oh well. Like I said, I'm gonna try and avoid. Oh, okay. So this is a curse room. As you see, I have to pay hearts to get through it, but sometimes it's worth it. And those are, I believe, I can't remember what they're called, but the black hearts basically, when I lose them, you'll see it show up on the screen and it will kill everything on screen. I don't think it kills bosses, obviously, but it might deal some damage to them. And there are those, the red hearts that you've traditionally seen, and then there are things called soul hearts. The necro hearts, let's call them necro hearts, I don't know what they're actually called. And the soul hearts are not permanent, so if you lose them, then you, oh, I'm already at the boss room. Okay, well like I said, I'm gonna explore more, kill this poop. So the soul hearts and the necro hearts are not replaceable. If I pick up this red heart, it will only refill red heart slots. Can't do that. So they're useful because they give you more health, but you can't replenish them, which isn't necessarily the worst because, you know, more hearts, but oh, these guys are super fun. Little meats shooting blood. I don't know any of the names for these guys, so I'm just gonna make them up. Okay, a little, and you'll notice that guy's a different color. Similar to games like Diablo, where you'll have like some monsters spawn that are empowered. I forget what they call it. This game can summon versions of enemies and even the bosses that are different or stronger. I don't know if it has to necessarily always be stronger, but definitely different than the default enemy. And usually it's more health or has a different dying effect, or both, often both. They're just different in some way. And I believe the color can indicate, see, like he blew up and he blew up in a projectile. As you can tell, I'm super good at this, hitting all my shots. But I guess aside from the curse door, I haven't taken any damage, and I get an item room. See, this is why you always want to okay. Well, I don't think I'm ever gonna run out of bombs. And let's try here. For a secret door, no. Well, now that I have as many bombs as I want, though, I am incentivized to try to find the secret door. Maybe there. No. And waste the bombs, because there's no way I'm going to be able to use them all in a playthrough. There we go. Super cool. Hey, free money. Thanks, guy. I wonder, did that... no, it doesn't give you any stat increase from what I can tell. Let's go in here because I have a key. Super good. So you can see the pills there. I don't know what the ladder would be for. And key would obviously be what I just spent to get in here. So that was kind of a waste. Well, I got more bombs than like I could ever use, so let's get this health. I'm not gonna bother with the other one because, as you can see, I'm full up on red hearts. So, boo-boo. And I don't know where I'm going. I want to go this way. Avoid those. And boss. The dingle! This is a little poop guy. So he whistles, he summons... Whoops. So I don't even think it... Oh, no, it probably did some damage. He will dash 3 times as I waste all my hearts. That was great. So he will dash 3 times, get tired. He will shoot at you, or he will whistle. See, he makes a face before he does anything, or a noise, because he'll whistle if he's summoning dudes. So he looks really determined when he's going to slide around. Slides around 3 times, gets tired. Whistles to summon dudes. And I guess he vomits after every time he summons dudes, which I didn't know. Probably should. One thing that's nice is you can also shoot your bombs towards enemies with your tears, which I should be making use of because I have so much. Pentagram, so I got damage up. And I'm going to clear these. Sometimes these will drop... Oh, shoot, right. If there's a fly flying around a poop, they can hurt you, and if you kill the poop, they will get mad and attack you. Because that was their poop, to be fair. But sometimes when you beat a room, there will be a devil room. I usually don't notice these. I had my friend yell at me for this recently, so I'm going to go ahead and try and make sure that I get these this time around. Okay, basement 2. Okay. And I believe having the pentagram increases the chance of, oh, these are shooting at me, I think. Maybe not. Okay, well, anyway. I think having the pentagram increases the chance of that demon room I was talking about spawning. And there you can trade in a heart, and it's not just damage, it like gets rid of the heart slot for you to get an item. Usually they're pretty good. From what I understand, the deals in Binding of Isaac Rebirth are actually stronger than the deals they were in Vanilla and even in Wrath of Lamb, the first one. Oh, that's something I didn't really talk about. So, Binding of Isaac Rebirth is a remake of Binding of Isaac, so it's appropriately titled. Stuff that changed. First of all, Binding of Isaac was originally in Flash. You can imagine that does not run super well. So I had friends whose computers, even though it's a simple game, it just was a resource hog. So the remake allows people who weren't really able to play the game efficiently the chance to actually play the game, which is nice. And I should be making use of bombs because I can shoot them. Ah, shoot. Assuming I don't fuck up. Oh, well that worked out well. But I had a friend who actually could not, like, he could play the game, but it would chug along slowly on his system. So the fact that they remade it is in not Flash is a huge deal. But on top of that, they added tons of items. I think they added some new characters, some new endings. They changed a lot to the game. And as soon as I break this, they'll follow me. There we go. So the fact that you're able to now play the game is nice, and they added a lot to the game, a lot of new endings. I believe new characters, tons of new items. It's just, they redid a lot in the game. I believe that the old game was actually 8-bit, whereas this 16-bit. Oh, I got a book. Temporary buddy generator. I do like buddies, and let's pop these pots, because they tend to have, from what I've seen, they tend to have money in them. So I really should be making the most of the fact that I have functionally unlimited bombs. Money! Speaking of characters... Oh, okay. So, game has a lot of religious overtones. You fight versions of yourselves that are based on the 7 deadly sins. Oh, great. Those don't hurt him. I haven't really made a note of... Some of their abilities I can absolutely see how they're related. I believe Glutton it is will actually... Troll bombs. Glutton will actually open up his stomach and shoot a laser at you. Okay, I got a card, Justice. Make my future become balanced. I don't know what the cards do either. They're pretty consistent from what I remember. So, like, Justice will always do what Justice does, blah, blah, blah. And they're tarot cards. Let's not die. Or, I guess, go for it.